Now, before we get into blasting this, I do want to jump in and remind you that if you do want a chance of winning the Eastwood Hot Coat PCS 1000, we are giving it away when we reach 1,000 subscribers. If you want, share this video with somebody who you think it'll bring value to, and encourage them to subscribe so we can reach that 1,000 subscribers. Remember, you need to make a comment down on every video. That way, when we choose a random video and a random comment, the more videos you comment on, better chance you have of winning. Remember, don't do multiple comments, because if you do multiple comments, the system could kick your comment out and you may not get picked. So don't do multiple comments, of course, unless you're talking with us. So let's get this blasted. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 710 Performance Vlog, bringing you new powder coating videos. And today we're finishing up on this bumper. So we've got it blasted and we are ready to go ahead and lay down the primer coat. That way we can go ahead and get it in the oven. This is a zinc primer. But first thing, last video that we didn't get as in depth with the machine. So today I'm gonna first take a break from the beginning. We're gonna talk a little bit about the KF-X1 powder coating system and what settings we're gonna have first starting on this bumper when we're doing the primer. Now, note that this bumper is also going to be the first bumper that we actually do a second coat on. So this is going to really be nice for us to be able to see how well second coats lay down. We're doing a different type of gloss black today as well. It's ink black from Prismatic Powders. We'll go ahead and leave a link to that down below if you want to check it out. Let's jump into the system and what settings we're gonna have this on while we do this primer. So the main power button for the system is right here. But before I turn it on, I want to show you guys. Right here, I have the PSI for coming in set at about 50. This regulator does come with it. And we also have this from a little thing that collects the water, and as well as another regulator that collects the water as well. And this one is set at about 80. So that's letting 80 through. This is letting 50 through. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the system. The select button here changes so you can see what your fluidizer is. That's these arrows going up, and your supplemental air.
The top 21.
Yeah, the top 21, and where that arrow is, that's the orange hose that's on the gun. That's the orange hose right here on the gun. You can click through your presets. The first preset here is for flat stuff. This is for second coat. This is for hard to reach areas. That's what we're gonna be working with today, and you can see where this arrow is. But if you push this M right here, you will see it changes. Also, the rest up here change. Even this is the powder. This is the powder pump pumping the powder, and then this is the like the atomization. So this is to itemize it for the airflow. This is for flat. If I click this, you'll see where the there you go. The KV on this preset is at 100 and the microamps are at 90. Now let's go to the second coat, and you'll see that the KV is at 100 and the microamps are at 26. It also changed the powder and the airflow, the itemization. Now when we switch back to the second coat, you'll see the same thing. The microamps are actually really low and the KV is still pretty high. It did change the powder and it did change the airflow as well. And then you can also adjust these here. Now when you are in this setting, when you are in the hard to reach, you cannot turn your microamps up more than 12. It kind of locks you there so you don't go too high. You can turn it down and you can go down as low as 10. You can turn your KV up to 100, but you can only turn it down to 90. It kind of locks it in those settings. Now, if you do want to turn this off, so you're not using the presets and you're just setting it up yourself, you take this power button here and you hold it, and you can see it's flashing there. You let go and now it is off. And you can go ahead and be able to adjust these however you want to be able to adjust them. I'm not gonna change them all up. That's how we have it set up. If you guys have more questions, please ask them down below. I wanna break this down a little bit more on the machine as well. On the back, these blue hoses are the airflow and the powder. So they just plug in here. They're all NTP fittings, but what I like about this is they also pop off. So like little fittings, just like for your air compressor or whatnot, not, they just go ahead and pop off. Makes things easy to clean, such like that. The only thing that they do not have is the air supply hose, which in this case, this is what we've got. This is one that we had before. So you will need to get this, and you just hook up your fitting for your air hose, just like your regular air hose, and you're able to plug it in. That's all the longer we have. We are gonna order some, so it is a little bit longer. But since the gun and everything is long, you don't necessarily need a super long air hose. If we didn't already have that set up, it would be hooked very close to the air compressor. That is something to keep in mind. And it also kind of brings me into my next thing. I wanted to talk to you guys real quick, and it's gonna show up at the end of the video about why we're selling the machines. And we are gonna talk to them about actually putting extra hose in there, so you guys do have a hose. But you might have to go somewhere and get the actual fitting that will connect into your air. Enough blabbing. Let's go ahead and powder coat this bumper with this zinc primer. Now what we've got here real quick is we have the box hopper, which has got a bag of zinc primer, and this just sets into it. When this is turning on, it does have fluidizing air coming up. So last time I had the fluidizer too high and it was spurting all around and all over, but now with the fluidizing pressure set the way it is, it's working perfectly fine for us. We might have to adjust it because each powder is a little different, but right now it's not spraying out, so that's a good sign. Now let's go ahead and get to powder coating. So right now, Jeremy's getting the ground wet. We're gonna go ahead and let the water soak on the ground for probably about 5 minutes. That way it's nice and it's moist. You gotta make sure that your ground is moist. Not just the ground, but the actual ground rod. You gotta make sure the ground around it is moist. So we're gonna let this water run on it for just a minute on low. That way it can go ahead and soak it up and it will work better. We notice that when we have a ground problem like it seems like we're having now, this works pretty good. So we've got it all set up. We're doing the black.
I'm ready to see this. Better be a way better black. Oh yeah. That's better than regular gloss black.
Oh yeah, way better. What's up everybody, it's TL, Steve here from 7-Tip Performance, and I wanted to jump in real quick and explain to you guys why we're actually selling this machine on our website. So after reaching out to the company that we purchased it from, the COLO group, we were talking with them after we made the purchase of the COLO 191S. After talking with them and they saw that we had a YouTube channel, they asked if they can upgrade our machine for free without charging us more, what the model would be, and go ahead and send it out to us so we can show that video because it was their newer model and they kind of wanted to showcase their newer model in the videos that we were going to be making. So we said sure. We got an overwhelming response for the people who are interested in this machine, and the company that we reached out to, they actually contacted us and asked us if we wanted to be a distributor here in the US. The company is in China, so we figured we would go ahead and be able to offer you guys something. You guys wouldn't have to worry about the tariffs, you wouldn't have to worry about working with a company in China or anything like that. At this time, you see our shop is full. We don't have a bunch of machines in stock, but essentially we will be the go-between. So when you make an order for the KF-X1 powder coating system through us, the charges include the tariff fees as well as shipping from China to your doorstep. When we do have them in stock, the prices definitely might go up a bit because we do have to store them, and the import tariff fees on larger amounts of items or a higher price, basically the higher the bill is, the higher the tariff fees are. So when we start bulk ordering and paying more, we're going to have to pay more in these tariff fees as well. So right now the pricing is the best that we can get it. It might get better, it might actually get a little bit worse, but right now any emails that you go to colo-group.com, any emails that you send to them about this system, they are forwarding those emails to us so we can go ahead and reply. Again, it's overwhelming response. We just wanted to be able to provide something with you and give you the comfortability of not having to worry about dealing with the company in China. As far as any replacement parts, extra parts, such like that, we are going to be stocking small amounts of those as well here, and the chances are we'll actually have more of the extra hoppers and tips and stuff like that in stock at some point than we will of the actual machines, because they take up a lot more room. We didn't get into this wanting to be a powder coating company that's selling systems. The fact that we have an opportunity to bring you a great system at a great price, we want to go ahead and be able to offer that to you. So that is why we are offering these systems for sale on the site. If you have any questions, leave them down below, or feel free to email us. You can also message us through our website. Hope this explains a lot. Remember, comment down below if you want a chance for winning the Eastwood Hot Coat PCS 1000 that we are giving away at 1,000 subscribers, which we've jumped tremendously, and we want to thank you all for your support. It's been crazy the last week, I would say, and things have really kind of taken off for the channel, and it's because of you guys, and we really greatly appreciate it. So again, have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video.